Hello there everybody. So today we are making umbhaco with some gathers at the back. So I'll be using my half circle skirt pattern to make my skirt. So I'll be making a skirt, not a wrap skirt. But if you want to make a wrap skirt, you can go on and make a wrap skirt. So I'll be making just a normal skirt like the white umbhaco that I've made already. So I went on and traced this panel of mine, this half circle panel of mine, so that I have two panels. Okay, so the top panel, I will use it for the front part of the skirt, and then the paper panel, I will use it for the back part. So we'll use the front panel as it is, and then the back panel, we'll make some changes to allow for the gathers. And now here we are. Let us make those changes. So I'll go on and measure from the waist down and measure 15 centimeters. Okay, so from one side to the other side, I'll just rotate my tape measure from the waist down, measuring 15 centimeters. And then after that, I'll come here at the center back side. Okay, so this is my center back side. I'll measure 2 centimeters down. So from the 15 centimeter line, I'll measure 2 centimeters down. Okay, I'll make a dot for 2 centimeters, and then I'll go on and kind of freestyle from 2 centimeters to join the 15 centimeter line. Okay, from the 2 centimeter dot and then join the 15 centimeter line. Okay, and just kind of make something like this, that. And then after that, I'll go on and cut on the line. Okay, so we'll separate the back panel. Now we'll have the top part or the yoke, and then the bottom part. Okay. Okay, now we are moving on to the part that will be having gathers. So what I want to do here is to slash and spread this panel so that we have extra material for gathering. So I'll go on and measure this top part of the panel. Okay, so that I can have an idea of what number to use or what measurement to use to slash the panel. Okay, so I'll go on and get my measurement, which I'm getting about 31 centimeters. So I want to slash this about 5 times. So to divide this 5 times, I'll use 6 centimeters. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So you don't mind if it's 31 or 32, it's fine. You can make the other piece a bit 2 centimeter or 1 centimeter extra. So I'll go on and use 6 centimeters to divide the panel 5 times. So this is the first 6 centimeters, and then after that you put a tape measure on the last dot and you dot another 6 centimeters, and then you do the same thing. You keep dotting 6 centimeters until you reach the other side. Okay. And then after that, I'll go on and draw lines down from the 6 centimeter dots. Okay, just try and keep it nice and straight. So from the 6 centimeter dot down, you draw a line and you do the same thing on all the 5 lines. And also, before we go on and cut these pieces, make sure that you label them as piece 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that when you put them back, it is easy to just put them like a puzzle. Okay. Okay, now it is the time to cut the fabric. So this is my fabric. So I'll start by cutting the yoke. Okay, so I have extended it. I have this extension here, which will be the button placket. Okay, so the width of my button placket is 10 centimeters and the length is 12 centimeters. Okay, so I have the same extension for the front as well. So the length is the same, 12 centimeters, and the width is 5 centimeters now. So the width of this one is smaller than the width of the back. Okay, now I'll just go on and place my pattern and add a 1 centimeter seam allowance on all the parts that will be stitched. Okay guys, so here we are. So this is the current situation. So I had to come to the floor so that I can be able to work with my fabric. So my fabric is on the smaller side. So now I'm trying to place both panels, the back panel and the front panel at the same time to make sure that when I'm busy doing my spreading, as you can see, I'm trying to spread the back pieces here. I make sure that the front panel also fits. So the plan was to spread these pieces, the back panel pieces are spread the space in between the pieces, make it 5 centimeters. But now as the fabric it is, I am able to make it 4 centimeters in between. So it's 4 centimeters in between each piece. So 4 centimeters on top and 4 centimeters at the bottom. So as you spread the pieces, try and align the bottom parts of the pieces to keep the shape of the pattern. Remember, the top part will have a curve because of that 2 centimeters that we added at the top part of the center back. And now here we are, we made it. So I was able to fit both the panels on the fabric. So I bought 2.5 meters of the fabric. I should have bought 3 meters to be on the safe side, but I managed to fit both the panels. And I also managed to get the length that I wanted. So the length is 85 centimeters. So as you can see that I've extended the pattern so that it is longer. So my skirt is 85 centimeters long. And for the back panel, remember the top part is 15 centimeters, the length. And then the bottom part, I've made it 70 so that when they come together, they give me that 85 centimeters length. Okay, so the next thing now is to make gathers on the bottom part of the back panel. Okay, so I'll gather this panel so that we can be able to make gathers. Okay. Okay, now here we are. So I've made my 2 lines of gathering stitches. So I did not gather all the way from one side to the other side. I left 15 centimeters on the side. I measured 15 centimeters from the side and then I started stitching after the 15 centimeters. So on both sides, I did like that. So I kind of want my gathers to be in the middle. But you can do any, if you want to gather the whole thing from side to side, you can go on and do so. But my gathers will be kind of in the middle of my skirt. And also if you want bigger and fuller gathers, so you want more volume at the back, so what you do, you increase the number of centimeters when you spread. Remember at the beginning when I was spreading, my pieces on the fabric. So I wanted it to be 5 centimeters, but I ended up with 4 centimeters. So you can do your spreading, you can make your spreading more. You can increase the centimeters, okay? You can make it 5, 6, 7, 8, and so that you can get a fuller gathers, bigger and fuller gathers. So now I'll just go on and pull the threads and make my gathers until the bottom part fits the top part. Okay. Okay, now this is how the back panel looks after gathering. So the next thing is to attach the bottom part to the top part to the yoke. Okay, so make sure that the center back is marked on both the pieces. So now just go on and match the center backs. Okay, and then attach it with a pin and go to the machine and stitch. And now here we are. This is how the back panel looks after gathering it. So the next thing now is, before I go on and put the two panels together, I'll go on and cut the button placket side that I do not need. Okay, remember when I cut the button plackets, I cut the fabric on fold, so I cut out two button plackets, so I don't need the left hand side one. So I'll just go on, cut it off. So on both panels, the front and the back, I'll just remove the side that I do not need and then keep the left hand side, that is the side that I need. And now after attaching the skirt together, the next thing is to finish the button placket, and then after that attach the waistband and then finish the hem, and then after that I'll just go on and decorate.